Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new season of Wrestling Prime. I am Tom Dog. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Thank you for joining me here this evening, I should say. And I gotta fix this camera up a little bit because I'm getting way too much headroom. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we got a lot to talk about. This is a brand new season. Season 6, so we are going to have a lot of fun here this evening, and pretty much we're going to be basically talking about Vince McMahon. We're going to be talking about that, and I got to fix this up a little bit because there we go. Okay, there is a chair in the shot. So, oh boy, already the bloopers are coming in, folks. So, I mean, what the hey, you know? I'm excited. It's a new season of Wrestling Prime. We haven't had a chance to do any Wrestling Prime for a while. See, I used to have this put up with no problem. There, perfect. And so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We are going to have pretty interesting show, no doubt. And before we do that, our episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Any wrestling member, anything wrestling related, they will take good care of you, and they will take good care of your collections if you want to get rid of them. And if you happen to be in the Southington area, in Connecticut, and happen to be in the Connecticut area, and want to check out this wonderful store, you can do so by going through their website at mjvideogames.com. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting show. A little bit of a setup, but it's not going to be like Channel X and everything like that, where I'm always sitting down. This time, I'm standing and everything, so you get to see the whole deal and everything. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting show, to say the least. I mean, there will be times where I'm sitting down, but then times like this, I'm going to be standing. So what is it? So this week was a very interesting week. Vince McMahon basically going to be coming back to the WWE. And there's rumors flying around whether or not he's going to. There's rumors flying around that he's going to be selling the company. We don't know. Nothing has really been confirmed, but there has been some reports that Saudi Arabia might be interested in buying the company and everything. So that because Vince in the past has done some work related relations with Saudi Arabia, with the Crown Jewel pay-per-views and what have you. So yeah, this is a very interesting concept, and there are some people who are for it. There are some who are not, and some have are threatening to leave the company if that actually does fall through. So we don't know if that's gonna, if anything's confirmed and everything. And the WWE is more of a basically it's more of a multi-million-dollar family-owned business, and I don't see, I really don't see Vince McMahon selling it to anybody that, and there's been conversations like this in the past um, where his decisions had been um, lackluster at best and everything, especially when past couple of years there's been a lot of releases because he says that because of the pandemic they had to cut costs and everything because the way they've done things they were pretty much losing money. I don't see how that's possible because they were making a fairly decent amount. So because of that, it's been an absolute mess and everything. So um, then the sex allegations came up in the middle of last year, and yeah, it was pretty chaotic. And of course he stepped down, and so yeah, this is a pretty crazy. Not to mention Stephanie McMahon just stepped down as well too, and um, it's it's been a chaotic mess. It really has. It's really been a chaotic mess, and so yeah, I don't even I don't know what to think of all this and everything. I don't think that to me personally, I'm always a WWE guy. We all know that. But to be quite honest with you folks, I don't think that none of this stuff is going to happen. And, whether it's true or not, like I said, it's a multi-million-dollar business, and they are making money. They've been making, you know, they, especially when they brought back a lot of good talent that should not have been released in the first place, especially Bray Wyatt, um, who, you know, got the biggest pop last year when he got when the announcement that he was coming back. And so yeah, this was a pretty big deal. And to throw that all away and everything, and I just if Vince wants to come back, fine, but keep him away from what Triple H has been doing successful at since he's took over as the main guy. If he wants to be a part of, if Vince wants to be a part of the board of direct, wants to be on the board of directors, hey, that's fine. All power to him. As long as he's kept away from, um, signing and releasing wrestlers. I don't want to see it, especially when things are starting to get rolling in, and it's becoming a lot more interesting, especially with Royal Rumble coming back and Cody Rhodes is going to be coming back as well too. We don't know if Randy Orton's coming back and everything, and Kurt Angle might be coming back as well too. He just signed I guess there are some negotiations that maybe have like a little more run to wrestle again. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to see what's going to develop and everything. So like I said, it's just a chaotic mess, and I hope that everything it's still early to find out what's going to happen and everything like that. So we don't know at this moment. So yeah, it's rumored that he's going to that Vince is that Saudi Arabia is interested in buying it. We don't even know if Tony Khan is interested in buying it. Which, to be honest with you, I don't. think that that's going to happen. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? And even rumors are flying around that Disney is might even interested in uh, in buying that. Um, so, but I want to give a shout out to Steve from Super Retro Throwback Reviews when he brought this up on the Dorkening's Wednesday show, which I caught a glimpse of and everything, and he mentioned that maybe even Time Warner, um, Warner Brothers Discovery, um, might also be interested in that. I I don't think that that's going to be possible, considering the fact that um, they already have something with AEW, considering the fact that that they're airing their shows on TBS and TNT, which is owned by Turner Broadcasting, which is owned by Warner Communications. So yeah, I don't think that that's going to be the case. Um, the only way that that can ever happen is that, like if I said, um, Tony Khan buys it. That's the only thing. I don't know. Um, but I could see Disney. I could probably see Disney um be interested in buying something so that they can. But I don't think that that's going to happen either, because um WWE has this partnership with Universal. So yeah, that's going to be a difficult thing to do, because Universal, NBC Universal, they already have that contract, especially with the fact that they're on Peacock. So yeah, it's not. I don't. So yeah, if anything happens, I think Saudi Arabia might eventually buy it, but I don't think that that's gonna be the case. I think that maybe um, there will be a potential buyer, but it's going to be someone that's not affiliated with somebody else. I think, so yeah, it who knows what's going to happen and everything like that. It's a shocking turn of events and everything like that. So I don't know what's going on. So hopefully we can get we can shed some more light on the situation and everything. And I got to tell you, this is going to be very interesting, regardless of what happens, because we're gonna, it's gonna, it may happen, it may not happen. Who knows? I mean, we're not mind readers or anything like that. We're not psychics, so we can't predict what's going to happen in the future. But we can, we can't, actually, let me rephrase that. We don't know what's officially going to happen when something happens. We all can predict what might happen. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting on what happens. We got Royal Rumble just around the corner. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? And yeah. So I caught a glimpse of AEW this past week, and very often I will watch AEW. I mean, I have nothing against AEW. It is a pretty good product. It's just that some of the talent there is very questionable, like Orange Cassidy. Um, but we won't get into that. Um, I will say that there was a promo with Danhausen, and the actor that played Stingray in the Cobra Kai um, series. Um, that promo was weak. It was horrible, and it was stupid. um, but luckily, luckily Jeff Jarrett was able to El Kabong him, and so yeah, in the ring on Friday. So yeah, that was more of a redeeming factor. So yeah, um, that dude's mic skills was horrible. And, yeah, it's fine that if you want a celebrity on there, but it's horrible sometimes. It's either hit or miss, and that was a definite miss. So, and Danhausen, I haven't really yet seen him wrestle, so I can't really question his wrestling motives. However, his mic skills, horrible. I'm sorry. His he can't cut a promo worth a damn. He really can't. Um, I don't know if that's how he's supposed to talk, but I do know that he's a YouTube. That he is a YouTuber, and I think he should just stick with that. I'm just saying. So yeah, but nonetheless, so as I said, Royal Rumble just around the corner. I might as well throw in some predictions while I'm here before I call it a night because unlike Channel X, Wrestling Prime episodes are relatively short, so I can get away with that. So let's see how many minutes we're in. Oh, okay, so I've been breezing through this episode quite quick. Chat room, chat is open, so feel free to have any questions or concerns or anything like that. So go ahead and fire away, and be happy to answer all of them. So, um, so yeah, Royal Rumble predictions. I'm not gonna go through who's gonna go where because that's that's a hit or miss. Um, we all know. However, I will make an exception with Cody Rhodes because he is, from what I understand, he did say that he was going to show up at Royal Rumble. So, from what I understand, he's going to be a participant. What number he's going to draw? I think, say the best for last. Cody Rhodes, number 30. Um, he's pretty much the odds-on favorite to win the Royal Rumble. So we don't know. So yeah, he is my if he is going to be in the Royal Rumble, he is my pick to win it. Um, as far as surprise entrance, um, I would go and say that um that there are rumors are flying around that CM Punk is going to show up because um I don't know if he was released by AEW. I don't know. Um, I know that there was some drama last year, and so apparently something's going on there. So we don't know. Um, as far as CM Punk being there, I don't think that that's going to happen. I really don't, and I'm only being real with everybody that it. I just don't want anybody to be disappointed if it doesn't happen. So we don't know. Um, maybe we'll see Dustin Runnels. Maybe have a couple more, because he did say that he had a couple more matches in him before he retired. We don't know if he um, left AEW. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but it would be really nice to have him become a surprise entrant as Goldust. I think that'd be really cool. And just basically have like maybe one or two matches. Maybe have one last match at WrestleMania, and that'll be really good too. And then this way he can be into the WWE Hall of Fame. But as far as being being in the Royal Rumble, I would like to see him in there. Will it happen? Probably not. Um, we might see Kurt Angle in the Royal Rumble because they've been talking, and he's been trying to get like $1 million um, deal going on there, especially with Paul London. Paul London might actually show up too, so that would be very interesting to see if he goes in there. So yeah, I think like now for the women's side, um, I wouldn't be surprised to see Trish Stratus in there. Kelly might show up again. Um, maybe Stacy Keibler as well, being surprise entrance. I was hoping that Charlotte Flair was going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. However, she came back and beat Ronda Rousey. So yeah, we can forget that. Um, Nia Jax. We haven't seen Nia Jax in a while, so it's possible that she might come back. Dewdrop as well too. I just seen her. I follow her on Twitter. Um, I haven't even asked her if she's going to be. Maybe she can shed some light on entering the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble, um, which that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting Royal Rumble because I always, me personally, aside from WrestleMania, Royal Rumble has always been my personal favorites because they always live up to that. You never know what's going to happen in the WWE, and especially in the Royal Rumble match itself, you never know who's going to show up. And I was surprised last year that Mickey James showed up, and she was wrestling for Impact. So yeah, that's some interesting concept there. Um, so yeah, as far as everything else, I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah, it's going to be a very good Royal Rumble, especially when we don't know who's going to be in where. And that's what I like about entries like this. Um, about stuff like this is that so they keep really quiet with social media and everything like that, and aside from the clickbaiters who just say, oh, that person's going to be there, and then they get their hopes up and it's not going to happen. A lot of people think that we're pissed off that Sasha Banks, there were some speaking of which, in on AEW, a lot of people were booing because of the fact Sasha Banks didn't show up. And I said, well, you're reading into this, you moron. It's like, did Sasha Banks say? I said, let's go see what's going on with AEW. No, she just worked out some sort of deal with Japan. She's going to be doing some shows in Japan. So how the hell is she going to um? And she's a free agent. That's the only reason why. Me, and this is the thing that I get when somebody leaves WWE, regardless of how they left. Everybody wants to go and say that, oh, they're automatically going to AEW. Remember when Bray Wyatt um was released from WWE, and automatically almost like 5 minutes later, people were saying, oh, he's going to AEW, and they kept saying, oh, he's going to be at AEW, 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 and cut, and some wrestlers were cutting some promos and everything like that, giving out some hints that maybe Bray Wyatt was going to show up in one way or another. That didn't happen. Look what happened. He's back in the WWE. So you pretty much got your hopes up. I'm just saying. And so we don't know what's going to happen. So as far as Sasha Banks showing up anywhere, she's going to be wrestling. She's going to be doing some stuff in Japan, and not to mention she's going to be doing some filming with for the Mandalorian as well too. So yeah, this is going to be very. So yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. So all I want everybody to do is just be patient and wait to see what happens. Okay, like the Polaroid camera, wait to see what develops. Okay, it's like don't get your hopes up if someone you want doesn't show up and then you get pissed off. I'm just saying. You know, a lot of people get disappointed and say, "Oh, I'm not going to watch your product." That's fine. Don't watch the product. And it's like you're the one that's that's being fed lies by a bunch of clickbaiters on social media saying that, oh, this person's going to be there, that person's going to be there, that person's going to be there, and they turn out that they're not. Not going to happen, folks. So yeah, Royal Rumble is just around the corner, less than 2 weeks away. Let's just see what happens. And overall, let's just have fun with that. And we're going to have fun with it too, because we're going to be doing the Royal Rumble review. So yeah, we're going to have tons of fun with that. so yeah. Well, anyways, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for allowing me to entertain you as best as I can and everything like that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you miss any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Comment down below who you think is going to be in the Royal who you think is going to be in the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant. Let us know. And who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble? That'll be a two-part question there. So leave the comment down below. Ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And if you want to be a champion yourself and follow me here on Wrestling Prime, all you have to do is lay the smackdown on that subscribe button, which you see right around here somewhere. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time for the Royal Rumble review. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.